What's going on, guys? Zigzag here, welcome back to another video. Now, last time I was playing the City Guesser app here, I noticed that they have down the bottom here a multiplayer version of City Guesser, and I thought, wait, isn't that just competitive city streaks? So I can only assume it's going to be pretty much the same as the GeoGuessr version. Maybe even the GeoGuessr version was inspired by this, but I kind of want to try it because I have a sneaking suspicion that it might actually be better than the GeoGuessr version. So let's go. Multiplayer. You guess the location based on the video. You compare your guesses in real time, and you strategically use your location, your surroundings. So I think we should just get straight into it. Let's join a room, and yeah, join a random room. Okay, so I want to go in kilometers, and I will have my username as Zigzag. So let's go for it. We are finding a room here. We'll see how many people will be playing at this time of day. And hopefully it's a few, because we are in Australian time right now. Okay, but we at least have 4 people. So that's good. So I'll just take that off. We are rather blurry here. Apparently this is round 2 out of 10, maybe. So we probably have missed the first. Looks like the US. New York is a possibility here, except the number plates are not yellow, so perhaps somewhere near New York that's not New York. Ooh, that bus kind of looks like a Los Angeles bus, because I've seen quite a few movies set in LA. I'm not really sure if this location looks like LA, though. He's 24 kilometers away. We've got tall buildings here, of course. I'm not really sure. Maybe that's just a standard bus rather than an LA one. Oh, gosh. 700 kilometers out? Yeah, this is tough. We've got 15 seconds. I just want any more of a clue here. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. I have to say, this doesn't remind me of LA. Will I go for it? I think I will. We'll see, though. And, yeah, it was actually Chicago. Chicago was one of the ones I was thinking. And HYB taking a nice guess here. So there's a 10-second call. One person guessing in Pennsylvania. The correct guess, of course, downtown Chicago. And we even had an England guess. So I'm not really sure what the quality of competition here is, but hopefully we can regain some spots here if my game will load. Okay, here we go. So what will it be on the next one? We appear to be somewhere... Is it Europe or is it the US? Right now, I'm thinking it's Asia. Yeah, we've got some Asian writing, and this kind of concrete pattern looked quite Asian. So China, perhaps, or Taiwan. Let's see now. On a river? Definitely kind of a touristy looking spot. And it's very green as well, isn't it? We've got some palms. We've got some old buildings. So perhaps a colonial area of some kind, or somewhere where there was Western influence. We've got 20 seconds left here. 2,000 kilometers, 2,000 kilometers. Hong Kong. Is Hong Kong a possibility here? I don't mind Hong Kong, to be honest. I have no idea, but it seems like the type of place it could be. Well, it's not really hilly enough, perhaps. And it was actually in Japan, so kind of disappointing. But yeah, basically everyone guessing somewhere in China, and my guess being, yeah, about similar as the other ones, so no problem. It was a cool location, though. I wonder if I had have waited a little bit longer if I could have got that it was Japan, but no problem. We are moving on to the next, and already this is much more fun than than the competitive city streaks. This is exactly what it should have been, even if it is a little bit slow-paced still. So let's see now. What is this? Somewhere in Europe, perhaps, based on these white buildings, but really can't tell yet. We're getting a blurry view of some trees instead of useful information here. So, kind of felt like we were driving on the left-hand side of the road there. Got to see a bit more here. Kind of even looks a little bit like Perth, but it's probably a bit too green to be Perth. Otherwise, it could be Singapore? Okay, we still got a little bit of time here. I don't want to guess early again. Yeah, it kind of looks like Perth. If people are guessing so far away, maybe it is. I kind of have to go for this, I think. I think I will. Ooh, time. Guess. Yes. We got 3 kilometers away. People must be surprised by that. We got 700 points, so that puts us up into second place now. And everyone else, so we had a one Africa guess, one Brazil guess, 3 European guesses. And yep, I've made it in quite nicely there. So, whoa. Interesting. But I could tell it that was Perth by the like kind of curb on the side of the road there. So that was great. I mean, you do want to be succeeding in your Australian ones, so that's good. That's good. All right, so the next one. We've got a view of the ground here. Kind of looks like Britain, though, or maybe France or Germany, if I had to say off the bat. Or also kind of remind me of Vietnam a little bit, but no, this won't be Europe based on that sign there. USA maybe? I would love to see something apart from the pavement here. That would be what would be most useful, I think. So yeah, some American cars. Las Vegas maybe? It's quite hard to tell, seeing as how they haven't been pointing the camera at much useful yet. It's the problem with some of these, I think. So people guessing quite far away. 10 seconds left here. I think I've got to go for... I'm really not confident with this. It could actually be like Atlanta or something like that, but let's see. And, okay, I didn't actually guess. You need to hit guess. I didn't realize that's not like GeoGuessr, but it was actually Detroit. So I wouldn't have had too many guesses anyway. And I slip a bit behind HYB, who is playing quite well. So let's see where other people went. We had a San Antonio, we had a Memphis, and we had a Las Vegas as well from Indonesia. So we would have been getting right on top of each other. So let's just go right to the end of this, I reckon. We're around 6 now, and we are in Uruguay. So let's hope people know where Uruguay is, or that they have indeed seen this. So presumably Montevideo, although you never do know. The coverage here can be outside of the big cities. But yes, this should be in Montevideo. And I'm even trying to see if I can find a suburb name or something like that, because presumably this won't be too hard. So I would say if we had a compass, it would be nice as well, I have to say. Let's just actually exit out. If we go back in, yeah, our marker is still there. So one person's 9,000 kilometers away. HYB, it's no good. Should have been a bit more on the money here. And it seems like everyone's not getting this correct, which is quite surprising, but I'm just going to guess there. And yeah, I was 3.2 kilometers away, and yeah, I'm pulling very nice points there. I'm surprised that people didn't read the number plates, but you know, perhaps they had their eyes more upwards rather than on the plates. So it seems like everyone's guessed. It would be good if it just ended by the time everyone had guessed, because yeah. Okay, well, it is. So, we're moving on to the next now. Yeah, this is definitely better than Country Streak mode, competitive Country Streak mode on the GeoGuessr. City Streak, sorry. It's night and day, really. This is a lot more fun. We've got some US flags here. Well, this is definitely America. What city, though, is another question entirely. I'm thinking California is at least a possibility here. I think that's an LA Lakers jersey, even, perhaps. So, Los Angeles, of course, a possibility, although people wear those all around the world. So people guessing 3,000 kilometers away, I feel like they might be guessing on the wrong side of the US, but they might be guessing LA based on that jersey, but we'll see. We'll see. We've got 10 seconds left. I might go on the other... because everyone's guessing on the wrong side of the country, I might go on the other side here. Say we're like in Jacksonville or like Orlando. Oh no, time's up. And it was LA. You kidding me? Everyone got that wrong, even though there was the LA jersey. So I really need to look more at the time here. I'm spending too long talking and not enough guessing, but we're still in second place. So the comeback needs to happen here, guys. So yeah, we had 2 Orlando guesses. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Washington as well. So here we go. We are on the penultimate round now, I think, or are there still 3 to go? Yes, we are on the third last round here. We're in Europe. I think we're speaking Portuguese, perhaps Spanish. Not entirely sure yet. These guys have not been coming through with the best guesses, so I'm still confident that I'll be able to come out with a dub here. But it's interesting. The camera angle is quite frustrating here. They're like pointing it up instead of down where the useful information is. Yeah. Appears probably to be Spanish, but could still be Portuguese. And Indonesia's got it wrong. I don't think this is South America. I do think this is in Europe, but it could be in Brazil, I suppose. So we've got 15 seconds left. I think it's time just to go in here. And I think Madrid is a good hedge here. Let's just go for that. And it was in Granada, so yeah, it's good points. We are relatively close, and it seems like we are closer than the other people. So we are going to pull 440 points here, and HYB just sneaking still ahead of us. He went in Italy. We had even a St. Petersburg guess and a Melbourne guess, interestingly enough. Indonesia, thinking it was Melbourne. I can assure you, Indonesia, though, this is not what Melbourne looks like, although I wish it did look like that. Melbourne's good, but you know. Alright, so second last round here. Let's see if we can close it out nicely. We have 3 flags there. One was Croatia, one was the United States, and the other I couldn't tell. We have sweeping motions with the camera here. This looks more like the United States to me than it does like Croatia. I don't think anywhere in Croatia quite looks like this. Okay, we've cut away to some different footage now. It's pictures of some people. Not really sure who they'd be. Thinking this is like Chicago or New York or something like that, with the size of the buildings that we saw at the start. Again, this is remarkably unuseful. Actually, you can go back to the start, can't you? That would actually be a good tactic if you ever miss anything. But we're not going to sweat like that. We'll see if there's any good info at the end here. It's kind of making me feel sick watching this so closely. Someone with a mine, though. Oh, well, I have no idea, so I'm just going to go Chicago. It's a nice hedge for the US anyway. And, okay, it's St. Louis, or St. Louis. So, yeah, we're going to be closer than most people here, and we take the lead by 5 points. It seems like Peace actually got it correct, which is quite impressive. Yeah, he has. But we are going well here. All we need to do is hold on for the last round. That's all we need to do. Any guess better than purples, than HYBs, will net us the win, even though we missed out on the first round. So let's see if that is possible. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so wow. Europe for sure, but that is not necessarily good. HYB, he has decent Europe guesses. We have some kind of a tram line here. Royal Exchange Theatre. Okay, so maybe we're an English-speaking country, although it doesn't really look like English architecture to me. So London would have to be the standard guess here, but we really need some more clues. Of course, it could be the United States now. Oh no. Sport, Royal Exchange. The fact that it says Royal makes me think it's more Britain. Oh yeah, .co.uk, thank goodness. So he's all the way out. We've got to go for just a London guess here, surely. Let's go for it. And yes, we've pulled the win. Wow, we've missed out on a lot of points here. I really like this ending screen as well. And look at this, we got 3,495 points to get the win. Good games to all these guys. I particularly like some of Indonesia's guesses. But this is what the competitive City Streaks should have looked like. I mean, this is by no means perfect, but it's so much better than the crap that we got. So, yeah, I'm impressed with that. And I'm not really sure what this loading bar is about, but that was good fun. And, yeah, you can see all the guesses. So I got that one correct, Well, it won't show me the other ones. Yeah, it was really fun, and I think just before I end off the video, I want to try out the Australia mode here because you know, I know not everyone wants to watch the Australia stuff, but I want to see how I can go with that. So, where's this one gonna be? What city? I'll try and give myself like 10-20 seconds each time here. This one might feel like Sydney? I'm not entirely sure. I think it's going to be Sydney here. So let's see if that's going to be correct. That is Brisbane. Okay, so I've never been to Brisbane. That's why my guess was kind of lacking there. This one's not Adelaide, I can tell you that. This one might be Brisbane again, to be honest. We've got some Irish bars over there. It would have been a nice, like, red herring if we were playing against the other people again. Selling markets. Definitely think this is probably Brisbane. For the sake of time, I'm going to go for Brisbane and see if we're correct. And this one's actually Sydney, so both times not quite right. Okay, next one. Ooh, interesting architecture here. Maybe Sydney? Or is it just going to be Brisbane, because I think it's Sydney? Yeah, again, it's probably not Adelaide. Don't know anywhere in Adelaide that looks like this. Where is it, though? Somewhere with Italian influence. Really quite looks like Italy, doesn't it? Cleveland Bond. Not really sure what that would mean. Could it be like... Kind of looks a little bit like Fremantle in Perth. But, yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get too much more here, so I might... Kind of feel like Perth's more likely here. The architecture is so old that I will actually go Sydney. It's going to be Brisbane, isn't it? Yes, we finally got one. Let's go. Not that I really knew. I was tossing up right between those three. This one... With the colour of the water, surely this is Queensland, but let's take a little look to see if they give us any better clues. Wow, people really living the high life on this yacht here. And we have the Sydney Harbour Bridge here, so that doesn't really make things too difficult. We can probably get a good guess here. We're probably... Oh, where would we be? Blues Point? Oh, we're on the other side. Whoops. But, yeah, only 1.6 kilometers away there, so pretty good. I think I'm still yet to get a less than 1 kilometer away guess, though. So this one, we had a green number plate on this car, so maybe we are in Melbourne, because they used to use green number plates over there. Could also be Tasmania, judging by the way things are looking. Would like to see a better view of this pole, for the pole markings. But, this is really interesting. It kind of looks more like Tasmania to me. Is that a Stobie pole there? I think that's a Stobie pole, actually. Great, so they do use Stobie poles in Tasmania. This should be somewhere in Launceston or Hobart. I think it's more Hobart looking. Yeah, whoa! Okay, that time we're 1.6 kilometers away again. That's great. Next one. We got a fence. Looking like Sydney to me. Could be Brisbane as well. It's one of those two. Once again, my lack of Queensland experience is really shining through in this video, I think. Not really sure. Not really sure. This is a big skyline. I want to guess Sydney again, guys. I'm scared, though. I think this, like, old clock tower looks much more like a Sydney thing, so let's see if I'm right. Ah, it's Brisbane. Man, I'm just too scared to go there. Okay, interesting. I want to get an Adelaide round, and I feel like this might be Adelaide. This might be Rundle Mall. Is it? Yes, it is. So we are finally in Adelaide, and I can show you exactly where we are. We're in my city, and we're in Rundle Mall here, so Rundle Mall is over here. And I think we're about halfway down, so let's see. And did I guess the exact spot? Seems like I guessed the exact spot. Spot on. Okay, so if you're within 1 kilometer or 1 mile, then it'll just say that you're spot on. But yeah, I think that's about where I clicked, isn't it? So, nice. Okay, so we'll do a couple more here. This one looks like Perth. In fact, I'm happy to just say it's Perth because the driveways and the kind of concrete look the exact same as Perth does. Okay, so I'll do 2 more. Multiplex. I have to get them both correct, though. Let's say that. So this one looks more like Melbourne, I think. Although I'm not sure. I've actually lost a lot of confidence here. 1-3 cabs. Interesting. I think this is Melbourne. Yeah, I think those taxis are Melbourne taxis. And I think that's a Melbourne tram stop. So Should be right downtown here. Yeah, this is Melbourne. This is downtown Melbourne for sure. I think it's just going to be very central. Maybe on this side of the river? I think so. Yeah. We were just one kilometer out. I think it rounds it to the nearest mile, so that's why we keep on getting 1.6 kilometers out. This one could be Darwin. Although, no, I think it's actually Queensland. Because we probably have we'd probably have Northern Territory poles otherwise. You don't normally get any wooden poles up there. Well, at least not much. So, she is in a sunny dress there. Should be a very warm climate here, I suppose. What else we got? Yeah, we got a Queensland bus stop, do we? This actually could be a New South Wales one. Although I think we might be in the Gold Coast, because sometimes in the Gold Coast they don't use the standard Queensland bus stop. So, let's see, First Avenue. And we'll probably get the name of the town here. Transit Link. So, it doesn't actually tell us the name of the city. But we don't see any yellow number plates, so I think this should just be Queensland. So is it Brisbane or Gold Coast? Brisbane or Gold Coast? I think it's actually Gold Coast. Because I think I've seen them use that bus stop there. So if it was Gold Coast, can we find a First Avenue maybe? Probably not. Yeah, I'm happy to go here. It's probably going to be Brisbane again. Oh no, we are right in the right location. So that is at least a nice one. 2 kilometers out. And a good way to end off the video, I'd say. So I found that game pretty fun. And I'm definitely happy to do videos on here. So let me know if you want even more. I'd be certainly happy to give the multiplayer version a go with viewers sometime. Maybe next stream we'll do that. Just get as many people as can fit inside there and play it. I think that would be good fun. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you again in a video soon. And yeah, peace. Catch you later.